Hello and welcome into another video. This video is a follow-up from the last one where I've done a games room tour, and today it's all about how to install gaming posters in A4 frames or in frames in general. I have been asked quite a few times on Facebook, what's the best way to hang them, what's the best magazine to use, blah blah blah. As I've mentioned in the last video, the magazines in question that I used are Zero. Now, yeah, if you don't want to wreck them, by all means, there's another way of doing this. I have just got a bundle of Zero magazines which was posted a few videos ago. That was on my Amiga 1200 upgrade video. Go and have a look. So there's two out of the bundle that I got, which I mentioned in the video, that were water damaged and just crap basically. So I've been looking through them actually, and there's quite a few nice ones in here that could really do with being displayed. I mean, it's kind of like an old sticky 90s porno mag, you know, when you're in school. Well, only one I've heard, like. Oh yeah, look at that. A beast of a poster. Shadow the Beast 2. Now, in my eyes and my nose, it does smell slightly musty, but that is worthy of a display, and I'm going to show you how to do this in a minute. I'm looking through the, let's see, is it the other one as well? I think Line of Fire one. That's really sticky, but anyway, we have that nice one from Diagnosis. You can see that there. Further on down is Awesome, but like a Lemmings kind of one. And then also we have, I did find, well, I've got Lemmings. I think I've got Lemmings. No, I haven't. So that's new. That's Lemmings. So also I have, I'm sure it's in this one. It's basically just, oh yeah, here it is. So that's just a normal Awesome one. So I thought this wall here, which I mentioned in the last video, I was going to stick them on there, but what I've decided is I've made an executive decision, and Zool is going to go here, and that'll just take up pretty much all of that. And these new posters or frames or whatever I'm doing are going to go on the wall where I can actually see them. So what I'll do is, oh, I almost forgot as well. If you don't want to wreck the magazines, type it in on eBay, Zero magazine, and you can have the entire collection on CD, PDF. Basically just take the pictures off there, print them out if you can, put them in frames if you don't want to wreck the magazines. I think, to be honest with you, I might do that myself, because there's some other magazines that I haven't got which have got really good posters in. So yeah, that's one for a future video or whatever, I don't know. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you down onto the floor and I'm going to show you what frames I'm thinking of using and how to hang them and stuff like that. Right, if you're not in the UK, I don't know what frames you can get your hands on, like, but there's a shop called Wilkinson's in the UK. It's pretty much like a home kind of furnishing store, or whatever you call it, I don't know. It sells nice air freshers and nice frames. So this A4 frame, these fit perfectly in that frame and give you a little bit of a black border. Alternatively, you can get the borderless ones and just create basically a nice clean look. So there's a bit of a difference between obviously that and that, because if you put these on your wall, it does look like you've just stuck them on with sellotape. But obviously, like, you know, I'm going to try something now that may make it a little bit more creative. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to try the Shadow the Beast one, and I'm going to put them in 2 frames, and then the plan is to get them together like that, or maybe create something like that, I don't know, like a bit of a, you know, just a bit of a different design. So what I'll do, I'll just open these up now, and I'll just get the well, actually, while I'm here, I'll get Shadow the Beast out. I'll just show you how to get them out. So what one was it in? There we go. Right, well, because you're not going to be using these magazines, let's face it, it's just a case of just push the spine away from each. See, you can see the spine coming now. Pull that end slowly, push that end, and the spine will start to kind of like come away from the back, and just pull that gently. I mean, to be honest with you, even if you rip it, it doesn't really matter because it's going in the frame and you won't really see it. I've had my Weetabix this morning, I'll tell you that. I mean, obviously there will be a little bit of trimming involved, so now these two should just peel straight off if the stickiness doesn't get me. Right, so just pull that one very gently, like so. Discard that, and then just again, there we go. No effort whatsoever. So as you can see, you're left with a little bit of paper that's not printed on. You can just trim that off and it's all good to go. Right, like I've said, if you're not from the UK and you can't get hold of these, try and get something similar. What I like to do with these is just take that off, give it a little snap, don't need that. Gently turn it over, take that out, take your paper out. Just try this one first, see if you can get away with it not actually let's see, will I get away with that or should I trim it? Right, hang on. I wonder what it looks like with the border on. So put the glass back in, put your poster on like so, put that in and just turn it over and see if you need to trim it. No, not really. Just need to maybe straighten it out a little bit, and then look at that. How much better does that look? Right, okay. As you can see, there is a little bit of rippling on the actual picture, but yeah, who's bothered really? So the plan is actually just, the idea I had was just, you know, put them like that on the wall, just get them together like that and display it like that. Obviously, if you can get a photo frame that is that size, I mean, I don't know, I just go for the A4, so I haven't really looked, to be honest with you. You can kind of have that design. I've always just had single posters, so maybe, I don't know, maybe you could just have that, I don't know, but why, you know, have cotton when you can have silk? So I think, yeah, I think that looks, I think it looks quite arty and different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them back out of the frames, of the framed ones, and I'm going to put them in the frameless ones, and I'm going to just give you a bit of a, you know, an idea of the difference between the both of them. Right, so here we are in the frameless glass frames, or whatever you call them. Now it's just basically held on by some clips at the back. I've purposely left off this one so I can join with that one. Also, you may notice I have actually trimmed the edge off, because if you put them in these glass frames, you do have to trim a little bit of the edge off. And as you can see the cardboard behind. So, you know, it looks a little bit unprofessional, should we say, but it's easily sorted. Get yourself a little Sharpie and then just basically just go along the edges where it's exposed. Voila, black border. And as you can see, I've gone over it with a Sharpie. As I say, it's not like the best, but hey, you know, is anything perfect in this world? You can just go over the little bits of white that I've missed as well if you want, if you really want to be like OCD. I'm not really that fussed, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, if I'm honest with you. Now, in terms of how you hang these things, originally when I started this poster kind of fetish, if you want to call it like that, I did use these, and I had to use nails and just basically hang it like that. But the thing with that is, it's very, very hard to space out like the ones you've seen in the previous video, they're all spaced out sort of evenly with a ruler, and they're all marked out about 2 inches apart, or whatever you call it. These are a lot harder to hang with a nail. However, there is another way of hanging these, and also these, and it is with these 3M command strips. And the way to do this is, if you don't want to use nails and wreck your wall, these are brilliant. You can only really use them once they're on the wall, and you pull them off and they tend to lose stickiness. So yeah, I wouldn't risk putting them back on the wall because it's glass and it'll smash and hit your cats, or whatever you call them, kids, I don't know. So what I'm going to do, I'll just show you how you hang these with these 3Ms. Right, so what you want to do, because it's not a large picture, don't use all of it. Just basically cut off a little square like so. And I'm chopping my fingers off. Like that. Take the stickiness off one side. Stick it right in the corner. Now, because these are quite sort of thick, you can kind of like get up to the size of the clip, so you're not touching the wall. You can just see there, it's just level with these clips, so you can just stick it on the wall, and you can actually line them up now and make them stick, you know, together without the use of nails and stuff like that. And now I'll show you how to do them with the framed ones. These ones are slightly easier. Just cut a smaller piece like so. Again, put it in every corner, because they're not that heavy, to be honest with you. Just literally stick it like that, and then add that. Or you can slightly go over the frame if you want. Cut another one. They are quite tough once they're up. I mean, I've had one fail in around about all the years I've been using them, so I think that was because of the weather we've been having lately. 30 odd degrees. So yeah, right, so there we have it. Obviously go on the corners as well. Put your clips in when your picture's in the frame. Then what you do, you just get yourself a spirit level. I usually go, you know, sort of like the way I kind of put these on the wall is get a spirit level and then just put that like that. And then that's your guide. Then take that away, make sure you're lined up there, and use that to do the next one, sort of like that, next to each other. But that's for, you know, if you want to do it the way I've done it. Today's video is about these going on the wall, sort of like together. Like that. Right, so there's Zool there on the wall, and the A500 art I got. So my plan is to take these off and transfer them to this wall, which is blank. Now, when the door's shut, you can see it, and obviously the door's open most times, so you don't really get to see it all that good. So I think because of these posters, what they are, and I love Psygnosis art stuff and all that, Zool's going to have to be moved across here, and I may, only may, end up selling this. I don't know. I don't think I've got any space for it. I think I'll just let Zool sit nicely there in the middle and let him just get on with things and await the new Zool game coming out. Right, so my question for the viewers is, shall I use these frames, or shall I use these frames? Right, so what I've done, I've just changed cameras to a wider angle one, just to give you a bit of an idea what I'm on about. Would be kind of look nice like that, maybe. You can see it. Hang on, let me get a better, like that. Or maybe like that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. So I've got that one. I've got the double Lemmings Awesome one, and I've also got the normal Awesome one. So I think maybe if they're like that, and there's 3 of them, they look quite nice. 1 there, 2 there, and 3 there. I think just like that. I think they still look nice, but you know, maybe just a little bit apart, I don't know. So I'll leave it up to the viewers to decide on what frames I should use and stuff like that. Cheers for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing for more crappy videos like this. And also in the comments section, let me know if I should use the glass frames or the frameless ones. And that's it really for the next video. I'm off to construct this little mofo, and then I'm off for a Pepsi Perfect. See you later.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Chewy.